What happens into a lot of these entrepreneurs when they do actually retire, though? I mean, like I've seen, and this just calls for probably your parents, my parents, every parent, when they retire from a job, they lose that purpose and meaning that they've been so a key part of their lives for a long time. And in many cases, you see people head downhill, right? You see, oh, this person who was at the top of their game in their career, maybe tailing off a little bit as they're getting older, but not a lot. And now suddenly they've lost that main thing, and their mental acuity drops pretty sharply, pretty fast, which makes sense, right? You're not using that muscle anymore.
We look at a couple of different ways this happens. By the way, there's over 100 transitions that we go through with very distinct. We're entering it, we've got the messy middle, and then we've got the exit to a new thing. And his Coldplay song says, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Right, that made me think of the Coldplay concert they were at where the two people were cheating on each other and they got caught on camera.
Probably a messy middle and an end there, right?
There's definitely a mess middle and end and everything else on that.
Yeah, but for instance, you've got to have a last day of high school to be able to have a first day of college. You have to have a last day of bachelorhood or bachelorettehood to be one in marriage, if that makes sense. So number one, transitions in life evolving is absolutely going to happen, but it's where do we find purpose? And this is where I think those 3 to 5 unique capabilities show up time and time and time again, right? It's like, at 9:32 this morning, I got a text message from a client, and we were managing something for one of their daughters, like with a house claim. And so I'm anticipating having to call her back, and I'm like to the PNC agent, am I fixing to walk into something that I'm not seeing here? You better tell me or I'm going to be upset. And I call and I'm like, I think I have an idea. Is this something wrong with so-and-so? And she's like, no, I got laid off. Only profitable division in this healthcare company. And they laid her off. And I will tell you that this was a huge unexpected blessing. I said, okay, so how are we feeling? I know, other than the unexpected curveball that hit you in the ear hole.
Yeah.
And she's like, honestly, I just want to say thank you. I have no concerns or anxieties around my finances. And I actually think that I might be completely okay. And I have opportunities in the company, but I don't know that I even want them. It's no different than it's the shock. It's the curveball that catches us that we don't see coming that causes us to react versus respond, if we have not been doing the work leading up to it in filling up the cup.
Mm-hmm.
We only can pour out into others what we've put in ourselves. And I will tell you, I've just always had a huge, huge belief that, the hand up, hand down philosophy. And so I'm trying to, when I was coaching kids in our track program, Edge Running, I told the parents, like, I'm unabashedly brainwashing your kids. Somebody's going to do it. We might as well do it in a positive, in a meaningful, and a healthy way.